Our live streaming, so everything in the room is able to be picked up by the microphone.
Careful what you say. Hey, Matt, how are you?
Good, Carlo, and you?
I'm doing all right, thanks. Hi, John. Still got another minute. Okay, I have 7 o'clock. We're going to start by reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. Would you mind standing? I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please, Cindy. Here.
Rebecca Anderson.
Here.
John Topaz.
Here.
Anthony Gorski.
Here.
Joseph Keith.
Here.
Lawrence Korzinski.
Here.
Michael Reinfeldt.
Here.
Okay, welcome everyone. This is a meeting of the Planning Board for the Town of Lancaster. Please keep in mind that we are an advisory and recommending board and not a final decision-making body. We'll start by asking the board members to review the meeting minutes from the January 21st Planning Board meeting. Ask if there's any changes needed. Okay, then look for a motion.
I'll make a motion to accept.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. All right, next we'll move on to the communications list and ask that the planning board members review the communications list that's in front of you at your desk. All right, we'll move on to our agenda for today. And we'll call the first case, presentation of amended site plan for CATCO, 1266 Town Line Road. Mr. Blood.
Good evening, Bob Blood, landscape architect, Raymond Peterson. Cheryl Glose from CATCO, the applicant, is with us this evening. It was about a year ago this time we were before this board seeking approvals for this proposed addition, the pink building here, green being the existing buildings at the time, office and other garage structures. This was an addition for cold storage. By April, we had been granted the approvals we were seeking. We had filed a stormwater management agreement, obtained special use permit from the town board, and the building permit. During the course of construction, the town conducted a site visit, and one of the inspectors noticed this building over here in the corner, a topsoil storage structure, and it was determined that this was a non-permitted structure. The applicant mistakenly believed it was a temporary structure and not subject to that. So in November, a notice of violation ordered remedy was issued, and we responded to that with the remedy agreed upon with Matt to simply amend the recently approved storage addition site plans to include the topsoil storage structure, which is what we've done and what has been submitted for your review. The structure itself is approximately 60 by 80 feet, just around 5,000 square feet. I don't know, Cindy, can you zoom out just a bit? So we can, but the structure itself is a metal frame with a membrane covering on a concrete block footing. Its sole purpose is for storage. There's no retail sales associated with the topsoil. It's a tremendous benefit to have a constant reserve of dry topsoil, as you can imagine. We want to go down into the
Bottom right,
Bottom right corner.
the bottom right corner of the drawing. Yep, you're going on
yeah,
that direction.
and
Let's go down a little further.
I don't know.
Zoom out, it'll make it easier, make it small.
Yeah, well, I think we're going in the wrong direction. I do have some old school drawings, but I don't know if you can see this. I could pass it around, but it's what you're probably familiar with a block
The other ways.
foundation.
The other way.
I'm looking for
There's
this
a diagram of
little
the-
diagram down in the corner. Yeah. So, as I was saying, it's,
There it is. There you go.
at its apex, it's about 38 feet from the ground to the top, mounted on these block walls. And again, it's just for the contractor purposes of storage of the material, no retail sales. In addition to the amended site plans, responding to comments we received from Matt, we have submitted draft copies of the amended stormwater maintenance agreement, which we will refile, as well as an amended application for this special use permit. So we're here to hear your comments and questions, or anybody from the audience.
Okay, at this point, we'll open up to the board for any questions or comments. No? Ed, anything from engineering?
No, we're good.
Matt, anything from building?
Nope, we received all the documentation as requested.
Okay. Brad, anything from legal? At this point, we'll open up for any comments or questions from the community, from the public. If you want to come up to the podium, please. Please state your name and address for the record.
My name is Sean Green, 1450 Rice Road in Elma. This is my first time at a plan boarding meeting. I had just kind of heard that an inspector came and said it wasn't okay about halfway through construction. Did I hear that correctly?
Matt, you want to comment on that?
Sure. Well, it was identified again that a building was built on the site without the building permit and not in compliance with an approved site plan.
So that means that who should have approved that beforehand, before starting construction? Seems like that's just, an inspector just halfway through just says it's not okay, or?
No, again, this is a project that was approved in April of last year to add storage or an extension to an existing building. This is an additional building that was built on the site that wasn't accounted for at the last review
Okay.
that we had. So we had identified it. We needed to make notification and then walk the applicant through the process of amending the site plan so we can, one, permit the building, and then two, at the finality of the project, have a record drawing of it when it's complete to close
So
it.
it's a system of checks and balances.
Gotcha. Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions or comments from the public? Mr. Blood, anything else you want to add?
No, I think we're waiting for additional review, and probably special use permit is the next step to get that.
Well, I mean, as a part of this process, my understanding through our adopted code that this is concurrent, so any recommendation that comes from this body could make an adjustment to the existing special use permit. Fortunately, through this incident, we were able to identify the filed stormwater permit had some inaccurate verbiage in it. So this is a perfect time to correct that, and then also add the effects of this building onto the stormwater facility maintenance agreement.
So, Mr. Blood, we will see you back here then. We're not ready yet?
Seeker was coordinated on January 27th, so they could return if everything was in order on March 4th meeting for Seeker.
So potentially March 4th,
Secret
sometime soon.
Seeker site plan, special use permit, all three? Seeker site plan, special use permit.
Okay, thank you. Have a good evening. We'll move on next to the classification of subdivision for PM pavement at 351 Pavement Road.
Hello, Nicholas Tuttle from Rupp's Polsograph with regard to PM pavement. We are seeking a clarification today for a new subdivision, and we would also be seeking comment on the current proposed site plan as well, and the sketch plan that we already have here today. With regard to the site plan, it is 351 pavement. It is a 88-acre parcel. It is zoned general industrial right now. It was used in mining operations. The pond or lake, basically in the center of that, is already there, existing from the mining operations. We would be incorporating that along with buffers around the wetlands that you can see along the east side of the property there. Given the difficulty it is to develop this land with the lake that's already on there for any kind of industrial use. We would be looking to use this as a residential use for 96 single-family homes, along with amenities and HOA, parking, docks. As you can see, there is public access, bike paths all around the whole area there. With regard to the lake, there will be storm sewers inserted and water quality structures for runoff of the property to divert it into the lake to ensure that there's no contamination going into the lake there. We have incorporated with the DEC and Army Corps of Engineers already on this plan. They have been on site, I believe, back in October. We're waiting for letters for that right now. And we would just be seeking clarification as a subdivision and for comment moving forward to ensure that when we do submit a final site plan approval and rezoning, that we accomplish everything that you're looking for.
Thank you, Mr. Tuttle. Any questions or comments from the board?
Matt, are there any floodplains on this property?
No. No.
This mine land quarry pond is separate from the nearby creeks, but I know it goes up and down in elevation pretty quickly. So we'll have to make sure we're careful about that.
I mean, there is a swath that runs parallel to the existing Heritage Trail. On the south side of the trail, I would imagine even the 500-year hazard area would be peripheral to that. So after doing that research, there's no
Thank you.
nothing on the footprint of that property.
And if you do have more further questions, I do have the engineer here that can answer questions about the layout as well.
Well, this is the site that a long time ago we wanted to divert Ellicott Creek into to de-water the swamp to the east. And the calculations were that it filled up in about 45 minutes and just overtopped. They wanted to divert water into it, but it didn't stay in there. And it didn't do anything for Ellicott Creek, it just filled up and kept flooding. So I just want to make sure that, depending on how this works out eventually, that there's no, the level goes up and down with groundwater, of course. So I know that much about it, and I don't remember much about it. It's been a long time since this site was in front of us. The first time, before it was you.
Which, by the way, we're not asking you to comment on.
No, I'm not asking for anything, I was just thinking about it. And then you've had the DEC and the Corps with the wetlands involved.
Yes.
Okay.
We have not gotten any letters on that yet, but would expect.
It's a little early.
Yeah.
I could describe that a little bit to the board. So the,
If you wouldn't mind, please state your name.
oh, I'm sorry. It's Doug Eldred from Douglas Eldred Site Engineering.
Thank you.
Good evening. By the way, Paul Marinaccio Jr. is here, should you have any question from him. Unfortunately, his dad had some minor surgery, so he wasn't able to make it. But I'm sorry if I'm not talking loud enough, but the pond area is about 15 or so feet higher than the creek bed area. Over here to the west, this is a valley area, and this is a tributary of Plum Bottom Creek. And in the valley is where the wetland is. There was about 5.8 acres on our site, but when you add in the contiguous acreage of wetlands, it's over 12.4 acres. So it becomes a state wetland, which is why we have the buffer area on top of that would be regulated.
Thank you.
So the banks here, the valley, the wetlands, all that, the buffer area, all that would not be disturbed for the development.
Do you know what the limitations are on the use of the buffer by the homeowners? Has that been explained to you by the DEC? The buffer?
Well, I've gotten several permits. I understand the idea here, and this, we kind of got this done a little bit later, but we would leave all the buffer area. There's woods back in there. So the woods themselves would be a visual demarcation of where the buffer would stop. So there wouldn't be any allowable, we wouldn't be asking to put in sheds or even to do agriculture or, gardens or anything of that nature. It would just simply be left wild. It could actually be put in a conservation easement, the buffer area, for further protection. Again, we don't plan on disturbing it, and it would be in a wooded area. And then from the wooded area on top down to the valley, there's a slope. We wouldn't be touching that either. All the topography there would remain.
Well, we're not at the stage of detailed review yet.
Okay.
I'm just making sure that I'm hearing that you're aware of this.
Well, I drove in from Rochester. I had to say something or I can't send out a bill.
Well, geez, welcome.
Yeah, obviously, if you want any more description of the project itself, I'll be glad to give it to you. If you're not ready now, I'll sit down and shut up.
Does that lake actually fill up to the rim?
No, it's actually not this big now. It's a smaller lake. Right now, we would be enlarging it. No, the lake will be a good 5-7 feet below. And what we plan to do, if the soils work out appropriately, since there is some sand and gravel out there, is actually use this, once we put in some water quality features, use this as an infiltration pond. It may not work completely. I haven't got all the soil testing done yet, but the idea there is kind of confine everything on site, clean up the water before it goes in the lake, and then once it goes in the lake, let it infiltrate into the ground.
I'm just looking at a couple of the lots, and you can't tell at this stage, especially this far away.
Yeah, it was
if
too.
people have enough space to do what they're going to want to do on these lots that back up to the buffer without getting into them, because you can't have in-ground pools, you can't have anything. And
Yeah, there's
Couple of them,
There's
yeah.
one lot that's only about 30 feet.
Yep.
The rest of them are 40 feet plus.
Not much.
50 feet.
40 feet's the difference between my house and my garage. I mean,
Yeah.
there's not very much space.
Yeah.
But again, just so we're clear, we're not at that stage right now.
Yeah, no, but
it
again,
is something
the
that we'll be
idea
looking
here
at.
is we keep the trees there, and that would demark where that buffer area is.
Well, you're going to mark the trees to make sure they're not taken down?
Oh, when we do clearing? Oh, sure.
I've heard that before, nothing against you guys. Next thing you know, they were gone.
I'm sorry?
The next thing I knew, they were gone.
Oh.
You know?
So I think the takeaway for you should be that we will be looking at this a little closer once we start getting to that stage of the project.
Yeah.
But
So just for Nick may know this, this is a rezoning application. Is really our next step to go to the town board, and then they refer it to you, or you're going to make comments to the town board on it?
the step that we're at right now is the classification for the subdivision.
Oh, just major or minor?
Yes, that's all.
That's all you're doing?
That's all we're doing tonight.
Well, this is obviously minor.
5, 4, what was it, 4?
Have
You can do a bunch of little ones.
have you checked the pulse of the county relative to another curb cut yet?
No. We'll have two curb cuts for circulation and fire protection. I don't know why they would refuse them. There's good sight distance in those locations. And we are in the early stages, as you know.
Yep.
Just curious, do you have a name for the project?
I don't think we do yet.
Not yet.
No?
So far, we're just calling it 351 pavement road. There will be a name. You know, well, it helps you, at least you find it.
What about sewer system? There's
Okay, the sewer ends to the south, about 300 feet. There's a sewer there we would connect on to, bring to the site, and we would have to put a pump station in to get up to the, to discharge into the sewer. Once we bring it into the site, we did do a schematic of the utilities, so Matt and everyone could take a look at that.
Yeah, that may actually be on another.
It's on a different sheet.
Down lower.
Different sheets, yeah. That's, you know, I've been doing this 48 years. It's a really nice project. I like it. Pretty big pond, 12 acre. I back up to 2.5 acres. 2.5 acre pond. This is really nice at 12 acres.
Any other questions or comments from the board?
So this space here is, there's no house, it's not a buildable lot, is that right? Not wide enough?
It's a gas line.
Yeah.
This gas, yeah, this is the gas line, 100 foot wide.
Oh, I see, okay.
Comes through there.
Gotcha, okay.
And then this area is sort of the beach, the pavilion,
So you'll be putting in
the
some-
boat dock, that type of thing, in this area. Right through there.
Okay.
A little driving area, pavilion. Yeah, be nice. And all these light lines are just walkways for people and sidewalks, were obviously along the roads. Cool project. I like it.
Any other questions or comments from the board?
No.
Ed, anything from engineering?
Not yet.
I know we're nowhere near there. I didn't know if you had any questions. Matt, anything from building?
We're
Not
just
until you see
classifying
something.
right now. We'll get the sketch plan and all that good scenario.
Brad, anything from legal? Okay. As we said, we're looking for a class, we have to classify this, so look for a motion for classification.
Oh, we're more than 5 lots, right? So, right, it's 5 is the number? Is it 4?
Four.
Okay, so we're certainly over 4. So, we have to classify it, right, as major subdivision. I move to classify as major subdivision.
A second.
All those in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, say no.
Carlo, I'm going to abstain.
Okay. We will make our recommendation to the town board for classification. There's major subdivision.
Appreciate it.
There's no recommendation. It's classified as a major subdivision. We can move on to our sketch plan so the application can be received, and then we'll get the process rolling for that. Be sure to incorporate your rezone application at the town clerk's office. It'll come together as one project.
Okay, so Matt, we now submit both in their entirety?
Yes,
Okay. We got it ready, so,
very good.
cool.
Thank you very much.
We don't need all the
Thank you.
engineering.
Have a good evening.
We're at sketch plan.
We're at sketch, we don't need all the engineering, just sketch.
Pardon me?
We don't need all the engineering yet, just sketch.
Well, I want to bury you with stuff sometime. No, I understand. But we have additional documentation for the checklist.
Okay, we'll move on then. Site plan, special use permit, and re-subdivision. Seeker review of ceiling devices, 4400 Walden Avenue.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members
Good
of the
evening.
board. Chuck Malcolm from Hodgson Russ. Also with me here is Tony Garofalo from Montante and Jason Utzig from CNS Engineers. Since the last time we were before this board, we've received some comments that we've responded to. Starting right after the last meeting, Ed provided some comments with respect to the town's stormwater detention requirements and other drainage calculations. We've updated materials, and I'm going to, in a minute, turn it over to Jason to kind of walk through some of those changes. We also got some comments on the sewer flows, which we've addressed in the engineer's report, together with information from DOT regarding, that we don't need a highway work permit. So we've addressed those. We'll follow that up with a letter to the board, but we're also prepared to go through some of those things today. We're also going to be working on a stormwater management agreement with Matt and legal. We're going to take care of that. So with that, I want to ask Jason to come up and just kind of walk through what materials have been resubmitted to the town, just to kind of touch base on that, and then we'll be available to the board for any questions that may come up.
Thank you.
Good evening, Jason Utzig with CNS Engineers. Ed, at your last at the last meeting, you had mentioned the stormwater requirements that the town has in addition to the DEC, which is detaining the 100-year post-development condition to the 10-year existing storm rate. Since that time, the engineer's report, the SWIP, and the drawings have been updated to adhere to those conditions. We expanded on the underground stormwater detention system. And then additionally, one of the comments from Erie County Division Sewage Management was that it's going to require, it's considered a sewer extension because of the sanitary flows. However, we updated the engineer's report. We have the additional flows from the equipment that's going in the production area along with the employees, and the combination of those flows from the new flows are less than 2,500, so we don't believe it's an extension. Downstream sewer capacity analysis isn't required, and we'll respond to that formally in a letter.
So tonight, we're requesting the board to issue a recommendation on seeker. We understand that, we're going to be in front of the town board for a public hearing, and then we'll be back here on the 4th. And by that time, I'm anticipating that Ed's team's going to get through the revised materials, and then we'll be in a position to move forward at that meeting.
Okay, thank you. And as Mr. Malcolm stated, we are only going to be doing seeker today, but if there's any questions from the board of the applicant, questions or comments? Hearing none. Ed, anything you want to add?
No, we received the stuff last week electronically, and we're reviewing it now.
Okay. Matt, would you like to add anything?
Well, we did receive electronically last week. It was downloaded earlier today along with 12 copies of everything that was resubmitted. Yes. So you have that at your disposal.
Okay, thank you. Brad, anything from legal at this point you want to add? Okay. Anybody from the public like to make a comment? All right, well, let's dive into seeker then. Oh, I need a motion to open seeker.
I'll make a motion to open seeker.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed, say no. Okay, we'll open seeker. And this is long form. So number one, impact on land. Proposed action may involve construction on or physical alteration of the land surface of the proposed site.
Small.
No.
No?
Small, anything.
Okay, no?
Nope.
Wait a minute. I'm just looking. I think it's a no.
We'll call it a no. Number two, impact on geological features. The proposed action may result in modification or destruction of or inhibit access to any unique or unusual landforms on the site. No. Number three, impacts on surface water. Proposed action may affect one or more wetlands or other surface water bodies. No. We do not know yet.
What did the DEC letter say?
So the DEC letter included their standard, this is, but we provided with our application materials a wetlands report noting there's no wetlands on the site.
Okay.
So that's in the record.
I got halfway through it and the meeting started.
So what do you say?
There's nothing. I don't know, I never finished it. So. We just got it tonight. We're okay.
Are we saying no, or are we moving on and tabling next?
Just for clarification, the wetlands delineation report that we submitted That was with our original application materials and has been in the record since the January meeting.
I'm saying no.
No? No. Okay, no. Number 4, impact on groundwater. Proposed action may result in new or additional use of groundwater or may have the potential to introduce contaminants to groundwater or an aquifer.
No.
You good with no?
Yeah.
No. Number 5, impact on flooding. Proposed action may result in development on land subject to flooding.
No.
No.
No, no, and no.
Number 6, impacts on air. Proposed action may include a state-regulated air emission source. No?
No.
Okay. Number 7, impacts on plants and animals. Proposed action may result in loss of flora or fauna.
No, minimal.
Well, I don't know, how many acres of trees are you taking down? There might be. I wouldn't say no.
We're not taking any trees.
No.
I can't remember where I lost it.
No trees.
It's mostly lawn area.
It's landscaping, never mind.
So,
I mean, the numbers change. It says forested, current acreage 1.29, acreage after project completion 0.5. What it says. It says change minus 0.75. I'm just.
Yep, just for the record. Just at the northwest corner of the site, where the loop road is going around the existing building, there's some trees there that are going to be removed for that loop road.
Coming back around to Ward.
To Ward Road, correct.
Okay. Now, I wondered where it was. Thank you.
Well,
I mean, you tell us things, and then
we actually read them.
we actually read them. We spent all this time filling this out. It's very valuable. Thank you. Okay, move on.
So we'd say no or smaller and small? Okay.
Small.
Number 8, impact on agricultural resources. Proposed action may impact agricultural resources. No. Number 9, impact on aesthetic resources. The land use of the proposed action are obviously different from or are in sharp contrast to current land use patterns between the proposed project and a scenic or aesthetic resource. No. Number 10, impact on historic or archaeological resources. Proposed action may occur in or adjacent to a historic or archaeological resource. No.
No.
I'm going to say no.
We'll say no.
Unless we're wrong.
Number 11, impact on open space and recreation. Proposed action may result in the loss of recreational opportunities or reduction of an open space resource as designated in any adopted municipal open space plan. Number 12 does not apply to us because we don't have critical environmental areas. Number 13, impact on transportation. Proposed action may result in a change to existing transportation systems. No. Number 13, impact on energy. The proposed action may cause an increase in the use of any form of energy. I'm hearing no? No.
No.
Number 15, impact on noise, odor, and light. Proposed action may result in an increase in noise, odors, or outdoor lighting.
There's always more outdoor lighting. There's just more code and it's small.
So no or small, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Number 16, impact on human health. Proposed action may have an impact on human health from exposure to new or existing sources of contaminants.
No.
No. Number 17, consistency with community plans. Proposed action is not consistent with adopted land use plans. No. Number 18, consistency with community character. Proposed project is inconsistent with the existing community character.
No.
No. Okay, look for, then we've completed that. I don't think there's anything open. Look for a motion.
Move the negative thing.
I'll second.
All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, say no. We'll make our recommendation to the town board for a negative declaration with the conditions. We have conditions, right? Isn't it? Yep. Okay, we'll make our recommendation. Thank you, Mr. Malcolm. And then we'll also see you back here on the 4th of March for the rest of the project approvals. Unless there's something that happens between now and then that we're not ready to. Yeah. All right, anything else that the board would like to discuss? Any other topics? No? Ed, anything from engineering that you'd like to discuss?
No, from engineering, no.
Matt, how about from building?
Sure.
Great.
I want to share my experience from last week. I spent 4 days of my life with our FEMA representatives in the DEC, Region 8 and 9, sitting through another presentation of managing floodplains through the NFIP. No different than the first 2 times I went, but one significant change that was made at the state level through the adoption of the 2025 code is that all flood hazard areas will be incorporated within the regs. So our local law is going to impact those properties that are also in that 2% chance of flooding. All that being said, so some of the projects that we're going to be seeing will have implications, although they're not outlined on any of our firm panels, but we'll keep better eyes on them and make sure that we can reasonably reduce the risk of flooding.
Awesome.
Exciting stuff, Matt.
Excuse me?
How did you recover from that?
Still working on that.
Matt, anything else you want to
No,
discuss?
thank you.
Brad, anything that legal would like to discuss? Cindy, did you want to talk about the moratorium committee?
The town board did schedule a public hearing for a possible historic district moratorium. They will be forming a moratorium committee if all goes through, and they did ask for a planning board member to be on that committee. So there will be a public hearing.
Is there a specific area in the town they're thinking about?
We have 2, according to the master plan areas, Hamlet's, Town Line, and then also of Owensville, that have historical significance. They were mentioned when we did the moratorium in 25 and 24, and a deeper look into those areas is needed. There are historical landmarks, and we need to know how we're going to develop those areas.
If it does go through and anybody from the board is interested, certainly let me know. But if not, I am more than prepared to put my name on the committee. And with that,
Was there any indication that Mill Grove didn't have any historic value?
I have not been, that hasn't been brought to my attention. If that's something that should be.
Yeah, there were 3 of them identified in the comp plan that could have moved towards designation, so we don't want to keep them out. I mean, it's overlapping with the town of Alden, so perhaps some conversation might be appropriate.
okay, potentially more to come. Last chance, anything else to discuss? Okay, then I move to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Meeting adjourned.
Hey, Chuck. Chuck, yeah,
I think you should just do it now. I'm more than prepared to. I just wanted to open it up for anybody else in case somebody really has a burning desire to want to be on there.
Oh, yeah. Rick Fode? Oh, okay. He's gonna be doing federal tax, I guess. is what he- He worked there last summer.